All right, it's prediction time. I can't pick Cloud9 anymore, but you know what we can do is take the best of that Rumble stage of our two knocked out teams. Cloud9 and a Shuey. Hey everyone, Rumble stage is done and it's finally time for the 4 best teams at MSI to head to the knockout round. It's time for predictions, my predictions on who's gonna take it all home. Let's start on the top side of the bracket. dGon Kia was your #1 qualifier. They selected Mad Lions, interestingly enough, as the team to play against. And I think this is a great matchup for Mad Lions. Now, Mad Lions has found success through the bot lane. Big pluses here for Karzi and Kaiser, as I said in our last video. This has been the strength of the team. They've looked really good. Someone else that has also stepped up in the spot is Humanoid. Humanoid has put together a very, very good tournament. He's been able to adapt his champ pool based off of whoever he's been playing. And when I got to interview Kaiser, he talked about how important the draft was for the team, especially when you're going up against a Korean team, the reigning world champions with the biggest brain coach in all of League of Legends, Coach Koma. You have to be able to adapt and play the other champions well. Humanoid has been up to the task every single time. Now, a negative that has popped up, and I never thought I'd be saying this before MSI, is the inconsistency of the top lane. That's right. Arma has had some trouble a little bit lately. He's had some not so good performances when you just need to hold lane. He hasn't been as impactful as he normally is in the regular season, the playmaker of the team, but now he's been relegated to just holding serve and going up against a mammoth in the top lane like Khan, who has gotten better and better. I think that's gonna spell trouble for Mad Lions. Now for dGon Kia, they've got the best player in the tournament. It's Showmaker. He's looked so damn good, making every player except maybe Chaz in their final match of the Rumble stage look uncomfortable. Showmaker's presence is just difficult. The way that he trades is difficult. So I think that's been tough. Obviously, Canyon, big positive here. He has been the premier jungler. We've seen what he can do on both Morgana and on Rumble. Not afraid to play both those champions, which has been key to all 4 of these teams making it on through. And then Khan has gotten better throughout the tournament as well. So I think those are the players that you want to look out for dGon Kia. Now, the negative, Ghost has just been randomly dying in random spots around the map. It's like, hey, he's sticking his nose out there for no reason, he gets caught, and the blam, the other team now has agency around the map. So how do I see this one playing out? Well, meeting with Coach Mac, getting to talk with the Mad Lion squad, I think there's a massive chance for an upset. Also, I do think dGon is susceptible for letting the game blow up in the bot lane. However, this is the most explosive team in the tournament in the form of dGon. I think this will go the distance. 3-2 dGon Kia in probably their toughest match on the road to the finals. All right, next up, the perceived #1 seed coming into the tournament, RNG, dropping a couple games, 1 to Cloud9, 1 to PSG Talon, and 1 to Mad Lions. But they are able to defeat dGon Gaming twice. They come in at 7-3 after the Rumble stage. They are your #2 seed, and they have to play PSG Talon in their semifinal matchups. Now let's start with them. The positives that RNG have coming on in, Zhao, who has been damn good, as well as the fact that Wei has quietly, very much like Humanoid, has been probably the best jungler in the tournament. Yes, more so than Canyon. I think he's played very, very well and just quietly has put it together where he's in position to make up for his team's mistakes. Now, speaking of mistakes, Cryan has been making a lot of those here in the mid lane. And I think a lot of that has to do with Tilt. You know, I had the chance to interview him after his loss against Cloud9. However, he wasn't in great spirits, and it seemed to carry over to his match against Mad Lions, where they also dropped the game. You could just see it in his face cam. I know he puts a lot of pressure on himself to perform. I know that the LPL fans are ruthless, but right now it seems like my man's on tilt and hasn't been able to put it together in a little while. Yes, he played a couple games of TF. I don't expect to see TF in the game in the semifinals, but Still, when a player is on tilt, I think it's a little difficult for them to bounce back. So I think that's something to keep an eye on, because when you look at PSG talent, you know that you're dealing with one of the best mids in the world. Not the best one here at the tournament, but one of the best ones in the world. I would say the second best one. Let's move on over to talent and talk about a boy, Maple. Maple has looked great. He has had a champion ocean akin to what we see from Xiaohu. And I love that for PSG talent as a win condition as they move forward. The other thing that they can do great, probably better than any other team in the tournament, is play Rumble through River. River's management of the heat, of Rumble, and showing how good it can be and how devastating the equalizer cooldown can be, has been magnificent for talent. And I think a reason why they found a ton of success. River mind gamed way, I believe, in the RNG match, where he went down to the bottom side of the river, cleared out his Krugs, waited in the bush, knew the gank was coming, and then punished right away. We haven't even touched on probably the revelation of the tournament here in dGon. dGon has been damn good. So good that you kind of wonder, after the tournament is over, I mean, I wanted to ask him, but I felt like it was inappropriate. Wonder if PSG talent make this move permanent. It kind of feels like, wow, this was a match made in heaven that was serendipitous and no one really knew. And now dGon and the rest of talent on the precipice of winning an international event, given the fact that talent was just happy to have someone to fill in the spot. I kind of think that PSG talent might be able to take this one, and I think it'll be due to the fact that RNG haven't been pushed since the LPL finals. It's been an easy breeze so far, and the games that they did get pushed, they faltered in the Rumble stage, right? Because they weren't getting pushed in the playing stage. So with that, upset time. We got 3 for PSG talent and only 1 for RNG. Oh, well, it's supposed to be red. Let me make that red.
Hey dGon, haven't you picked against PSG every round?
Yeah, but this time Talon's gonna win. So that means PSG Talon and damn one Kia are gonna be in the final. Oh look, movie magic. It's great. Now, before I give my predictions on who will win MSI, make sure to like and subscribe and comment with your predictions below, and you can earn yourself a shout out just like Yoshi SF, the only commenter to get all 4 teams correct. It wasn't in the right order. He did get Damwon and RNG in the right order, but then had Mad Lions and PSG backwards. Can't believe any of you would think that North American team Cloud9 would make it to the top 4.
Was there any doubt? Was there any doubt? Do you not believe?
But if you think you got the answers on who will win MSI, let us know here what the scores are going to be. That's the caveat this time. Get the scores right, the teams that make it on through, and you yourself will be immortalized in the only way that FaceCheck can do it for their fans. Now, when I take a look at this matchup, the first thing, the main thing that's going to jump out at me is the battle for Rumble. I think Rumble is going to be a key piece here for both of these junglers. All props to Canyon, but I think the best Rumble player in the game is River. And so I think both those teams have shown proficiency on it. If there's an evolution beyond it, or they ban out that and Morgana, I think that'll be an interesting battle between the coaches and the teams in the draft here on who will get Rumble. The next thing I want to keep an eye out for is in the top lane. It's Khan and Hanabi. I believe Hanabi had a good start to his tournament, but I think Khan has had a better ending to his tournament. So I think Khan is going to be a major factor in how this one wraps on up. And then the mid lane matchup is just something I really just want to highlight here, because Showmaker against Maple is just going to be on his best game. He's already shown the champ pool, he's already flexed it, he didn't have to go back to his like 90-something% win percentage Azir. Like, this is going to be the key matchup for me, and please everyone, watch this one, take it in. It's going to be a treat because of the caliber of these 2 players. I think that's going to be the highlight play, as well as who's going to be getting rumbled. And then on the bottom side of the map, how much can Damwon cover Ghost? Ghost just not inting against dGon is going to be a very, very massive part of this game. Like, and that's going to be on Barrel to be like, hey Ghost, Please, we're recalling, don't stay. It's okay, miss the wave. Please, don't just randomly wander towards Dragon when this happens. It's okay. Like, this is gonna be the other major matchup. When I look at these two teams, you look across the roster, everywhere except top lane, I think it's like, all right, I think Khan wins this one. It's fun all the way around. That's why I'm hoping for this matchup. If it does happen, though, I think we got a 3-1 for the reigning world champions. I wish I could predict an upset here. PSG Talon has been my favorite team to watch grow throughout the tournament as they've evolved, as Dago has now gotten himself the international experience. But I think Showmaker and Canyon will figure out this Rumble thing and then be able to take over the game in a way that no other duo will be able to do. And so your MSI Champions will be Dan Kita 3-1 over PSG Talon. One of the greatest things that we got from this tournament was the growth of Osh and the mixing of Osh with North America plant. Here's your Cloud9 shoes from Puma. Make sure to get yours. Cloud9 got a whole lot of business from Pentanet. Here it is for all you at home. Let's shoot it on up. Cheers. Raise your koalas.